Happy day 18 of Vlogmas, guys. I am super excited because it's the last week before Christmas. I'm gonna finish my shopping today, online of course, because I'm not about to go out into the stores. It's raining like crazy here in Dallas, and I think it's supposed to rain a couple times this week, but I'm excited to get this show on the road, and we are almost there, people. You know what? I haven't sang like an idiot in days. So here we go.
And every time it rains, and it's from heaven. Shooby-dooby. Don't you know each
I love this so much.
contains banners from heaven. Shooby-dooby. You'll find your fortune falling all over town. You shine at your umbrella. It's up, upside down. And
I love this because it's from Elf, one of my favorite Christmas movies ever.
I'm about to get my bake on and make some gingerbread cookies. I'm super excited because I haven't made them since last year, obviously. And last year we only had, let me show you what we had. If I can find it. Oh yeah, here we go. We only had this dog treat cookie cutter, so it looked like we were eating dog treats instead of cookies. So got a gingerbread one this year and I'm ready to go. All right, here we go. We're gonna start by preheating the oven to 350 degrees, and we're gonna get going with 3 cups of all-purpose flour in this little bowl here. We're gonna mix all of our dry ingredients first. Then we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of ground ginger. We've got 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon going in the bowl. Then we have 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Then we have 3/4 teaspoons of baking powder. Then we also have 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Then we're going to mix all of the dry ingredients together in this bowl with a whisk, and we're going to set it aside until we're ready to come back to it and add it to our little mixture. Next, going over to the KitchenAid, we're going to add in 3/4 cup of brown sugar, 10 tablespoons of butter, which is a little more than 1 stick, and we're going to mix that together till it's nice and blended. And it should be looking something like this when you're done blending it together. I'm going to add in 1 egg yolk, and we're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract to the mixture. Again, we're blending that all together. Whip it real good. Then we're going to add some molasses, 1/2 cup, and that smells like disgustingness. Then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of milk just to make it a little more liquidy. Mix all that stuff together in the KitchenAid again. And then we're going to add in our dry ingredients. I just add a little bit at a time to the mixture. And you want to do this pretty slowly so that it's not clumping up in there. And you just mix little by little. And if you need a little bit more milk, you can add that in too, so that it's not too dry. And then once that's done, you obviously lick the batter because you have to do a taste test. Then you're going to break it up into 2 separate parts for 2 different trays. And you'll cover it with wax paper. And then you can get out your little rolling pin and you can roll both of those out so they're nice and flat. You want them to be about this thick, about 1/4 inch thick. You don't want your cookies to be too thick because they'll take forever to cook then. And you're just going to put that in the freezer for about 10 to 20 minutes to freeze. Well, you don't want it to freeze, but you want it to chill a little bit. Once that's done, you can take it back out and you can get out your little cookie cutter and start making your little shapes. And this is where I realized that I forgot to take off the wax paper. So I took off the wax paper and I started making my little gingerbread men. And the batter was a little too cold. So yeah, it was a little tough to work with in the beginning, but we got it all figured out and we got our little gingerbread men. So they were ready to go in the oven. They go in for 8 minutes at 350 degrees. And now we wait. And we wait and we wait. Oh my gosh, they're done. So they're looking nice and puffed up and fluffy. So we're going to take them out one by one. I am dying to eat them at this point because my entire house smells like gingerbread. And Kyle's on the couch, like, he kept coming in to see if they were done. So once they're cool, you can decorate them if you want. I put little smiley faces on mine with purple icing. I left Kyle's half empty, and that's it.
All right, guys, so that is my gingerbread man recipe. I think they turned out pretty darn cute. Really happy with how they turned out. They taste delicious. We're eating them and not giving anybody any of them because, you know, we're giving people like that. So, yep, that's my little gingerbread recipe. And if you liked this video, give it a big thumbs up. Feel free to comment down below and let me know what your favorite kind of cookie is for the holidays. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.